dear viewers. We are at the scene of a unique event. Right now, a helicopter is carrying a giant can of the famous Prime drink to a neighboring village. The helicopter is already above us, and the Prime can is huge. Oh no! The jar is falling to the ground right in front of us. Be careful! It landed with a loud bang. This is a real disaster, as the jar might be damaged. Our experts are on their way to the scene to fix this incident. No one knows how this could turn out for us. It could be extremely dangerous for us. I have a bad feeling about this situation. The drink bursts out of the can and spills everywhere. Watch as everything around us starts to flood with this brightly colored stream. Obviously, this situation is of an urgent nature that could jeopardize our security. We will monitor the situation and notify you in the event of a serious threat. Stay tuned.
What a good morning! What a wonderful dream I had! Wait, why is it so strangely bright in here? Is that the sun shining so bright? Wait a minute, why is everything red? What's going on? My windows, they used to be normal, transparent. Now it's like a red filter. This is definitely not normal. Maybe I'm not fully awake yet, or maybe it's some new curtains. No, wait, I don't have curtains, okay? I need to look outside. Oh, no, 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 no! The whole world is flooded with this red color. Did I miss some kind of global catastrophe? That can't be sunlight. Whoa, squid, in the air? This can't be real. Am I awake? They're usually in the water, but here they're right under my window, like they're floating in the air. Or am I losing my mind? I don't know what's waiting for me out there, but something's going on. At times like this, the only thing to do is to go out and see for yourself. If I get out and everything is normal, I'll just tell myself it was a very strange dream. Oh no, it's not a dream. What the? The whole street flooded. What's going on? It's not water. It's some kind of red liquid. There's this weird, thick red stream everywhere. And the octopuses, they're actually swimming in it. Where did all this liquid come from? Where am I? It's like I'm in some weird fairy tale. The boat, the octopus, the flooded street. And it's all under a layer of red. And this liquid looks suspicious. It's not like normal water. It's thicker, and the color is too rich, almost eerie. It's clearly not a natural phenomenon. It's not the end of the world, is it? Although it does look like it. In that case, I'd better take my tools and essentials with me before heading out into the open to explore my village. Everything's flooded like the apocalypse has begun. Only not with water, but with this red. I don't know what to do next, guys. I think it's a lot more serious than I thought. What do you think it is? Write your ideas because I'm totally confused. Well, here I am outside. It doesn't look like it's any better. The red liquid's all over everything like it's some big ocean. And here's my street. I don't even recognize it. All right, we should swim to the garage and see what's going on. Maybe we can find some answers there. I can't believe I'm floating right down my street. Water, well, or whatever that liquid is everywhere. So many questions and no answers. I need to go to this garage right here. There's a submarine in there that's gonna get me to Mikey's house. But the garage looks closed, but that's okay. Even that I can handle. Good thing I have my underwater breathing potions with me. Of course, the garage is closed. Yeah, that would be too easy. Okay, but I'm not gonna give up. I'll dig underneath it, see if I can find a way in. In these conditions, I can't let a door stop me. That's it, little by little. I hope there's no trap or anything weird under there. Although, after everything I've seen so far, I don't think anything would surprise me. If there's another octopus or, I don't know, a dragon, I wouldn't be surprised. Good thing I managed to open the garage from the inside. Now we can hit the road. Let's test this submarine. This is a real treasure. Look at it, it's as good as new. Perfect shape, all the parts are in place. Maybe I can use it to figure out what's going on here. Maybe I can even get out of this flooded nightmare. What's up, guys? I think we have a plan. I've got to try and get this submarine running and find out where all this red liquid came from. Looks like the adventure's just beginning. Who's with me? Who's talking? The submarine has a voice assistant? Come on, that's technology. I didn't even have to figure out a bunch of levers and buttons. Okay, here they are, these anchor chains. Who'd have thought I'd have to manually free the submarine? A submarine, just like in the movies. I didn't think I'd ever be inside one of these things. Everything looks so modern, I can't even believe it was hidden in some garage. With one last chain left, we can start the dive. That's better. All right, let's go. Time to go sailing. Let's see what lies beneath these red waters. I never thought I'd be steering a submarine, especially in a place like this. Oh, this is just unbelievable. We're plunging into the red deep. And the views. I can't imagine what lies ahead, but I think it's gonna be awesome. Hang on, guys. We're going on a new underwater adventure. Well, it's not a happy situation at all. Everything's completely underwater. It's like an ocean formed overnight. Houses, trees, all drowned in this strange red liquid. You can't even see the street. If this keeps happening, it's all gonna go down. How could this even happen? Mikey's house. Right. It's gotta be around here somewhere. If I can get there, maybe I can find out what's going on. I hope his house isn't completely flooded. If the roof isn't underwater, I can get up there. We've got to hurry before the level of this sludge gets any higher. I've got an idea. If I can open up a small part of the roof, maybe I can get in. Mikey won't mind. It's too late to think about repairs at this point. All right, Mikey, you in here? Mikey, where are you? It's all flooded like we're in some kind of nightmare. I hope you're okay. This is no time to hide.
JJ, is that you? I've been down here in the basement. What's going on? My windows were flooded and I didn't think I was gonna make it out.
Whew, found you. Everything around here is underwater. Even the roofs will be gone soon. We have to do something. It's no use just sitting around. We need to figure out where this red liquid came from and how to stop it.
You're right, but what do we do? I have no idea. Where did all this liquid come from? It just came out of nowhere and flooded everything in the blink of an eye.
Okay, let's think logically. If it happens suddenly, it's not just flooding. Someone or something released this liquid. And if there's so much of it, that means the source is nearby. We need to find it and try to shut it off. To do that, let's go back to the submarine I came in.
A submarine? Oh, right! I completely forgot about it in my panic. But you're right, this could be our chance. We could go underwater and take a look around. If we find the source, we at least have a chance of shutting it off. Then we don't waste any time. We take the boat and we go looking for it. The sooner we start, the better chance we have of saving the village and getting out of this nightmare.
I agree. Let's get out of here and get to the boat. We have a chance to save everything, but we're running out of time. Let's go. Prepare for the most extraordinary adventure of your life. We're going to dive into this red ocean, and we must win.
Well, here we are in the boat. Now we can see everything underwater. Hopefully we'll be able to find the source of this red flood. Wait, JJ, what's that up ahead?
Something huge. Wait a minute. It's not just something. It's a can. It's a giant can of Prime. Look at it. And it's leaking. That's where it's coming from. The whole flood is from that can. It flooded the whole thing.
Wow! I never thought I'd see anything like this. But if it keeps flowing, our whole village will be underwater. We have to do something now.
But what exactly? This jar is huge, and we can't just put it away. If we could just plug it up somehow. Stop the leak. But with what?
A cork! We need to find some kind of plug. We can just plug this hole and stop the flow. The plug has to be big enough and strong enough to withstand the pressure.
That's a good idea, Mikey. I think I found something good. I think the block is just what we need, and this jar won't leak again.
That should stop the flooding? The flooding has stopped, but now we have another problem. How do we pump out all this water that's already flooding the streets? It's not that easy.
That's right. The water's already here, and there's too much of it. We can stop the leak, but we need to figure out how to get rid of what's already accumulated. We can use pumps if we can find them, or try something more drastic. Maybe there's a way to divert the water into a lake, or some body of water nearby, or build canals to divert it. We have to be careful, or the water could do more damage. We need to think about how to handle this intelligently.
We need to think of everything in detail. Let's try to find the pumping equipment and plan everything to save the village and its people. We still have a lot of work to do.
Mikey, wait a minute. I see something. It looks like an old canal. It's practically overgrown and filled in, but if I'm not mistaken, we can pump all the water through it. This is our chance to save the village.
Canal? Exactly. If we can get through to it and clean it, the water will go there and the area will be saved. Let's head there right away.
All right, hang in there. We're gonna get there fast. This may be our only chance to get through this flood.
It's a little overgrown, but it's definitely what we need. If we can clear it, the water will flow there and free up all the flooded streets.
Okay, setting a course. We need to approach carefully so we don't damage the boat. This red liquid makes everything slippery and dangerous. So, hold on tight.
Got it. We've got everything we need for the job, but don't forget, this thing may not be in the best condition. We have to be careful.
Yeah, let's try not to take any chances. Looks like we're heading towards the open section of the canal. If this works out, we can get the cleanup work started.
Hey, JJ, I think we're a little shaky. Is that normal?
What's happening? It's not like normal shaking. The boat's starting to lose control.
Uh-oh.
Most likely, we hit some sharp objects or rocks or the roof of one of the houses in the village. We need to get to the surface as quickly as possible. Try to stay calm and follow me. We're going to try to make it to dry land.
Too bad about the backing board. It was very useful in our situation. Now we'll have to run on foot.
Mikey, look, we're almost at the canal, but it's still dangerous, so let's move carefully. The water has flooded a lot of places, and we have to be careful.
Yeah, I know. These islands are so slippery and uneven. But we're on the right track now. Looks like the canal's getting closer. Hopefully we can make it before the water floods the whole thing.
Look at all of this. The water is covering so many places and it keeps rising. If we don't manage the channel, the situation could get even worse. These islands are really very unstable. We need to move carefully so we don't fall into the liquid. Every step counts.
It's really scary, but if we can fix the canal, we can help everyone affected by this flood. We're on the right track. Now the key is to take our time. We're almost there. There's not much left. We just need to get through the last sections and get to the canal.
Okay, Mikey, we're approaching the next island. Let's swim across the lake and then get ready to dive. We'll need to work carefully underwater.
Yeah, I see it. The lake looks pretty deep. We need to be careful not to fall into that liquid. Once we get to the canal, we'll need to use the breath potion.
I agree. We'll use a potion to make our time underwater easier. Try to stay close to me so you don't get lost.
I got it! I'll try to keep up. We just need to get to a place where we can dive safely. Let's get moving.
We're here. We get the underwater breathing potion and prepare to dive. This will allow us to work underwater without fear of drowning. The potion is drunk. Now let's dive in. Remember that we will need to dig under the blocks of earth to clear the channel.
Got it. We'll work quickly and efficiently. If we do it right, the canal will start to clear and we can help the village.
All right, I'll try to clear this part. We have to be careful not to cause a collapse. These blocks are pretty stable.
Yeah, I can see that. Work carefully and take your time. It is better to do everything slowly so that you don't miss any important parts. I'll keep an eye on the water level to make sure that the plug we put in the jar is still holding and not leaking out liquid.
The canal looks huge and a bit neglected. If we can clean it up, we might be able to control the water level. We need to assess the condition of the canal and figure out how we can effectively clean it. All we need is patience and a little time. Once everything is ready, we can start the process. It should be fine. Mikey, we're about as far as we can dig. I feel something big up ahead. All that's left is to remove this layer of cobblestones. That's it, the boulder's removed. Look, there's some kind of airlock. It looks like it's locked, but we have to figure out what's behind it. It looks like there's a mechanism to open it. If we can activate it, the airlock will open.
I still don't see what the gateway is.
The opening mechanism is simple, so we pump out the water. Hooray! The airlock is open. I see a huge canal in front of us. I almost fell into that channel. I'm afraid to imagine where it would have taken me. It's bigger than I thought. This could be what we need to pump out the water. He can help us pump out the water. I hope the system is working properly. We did it, Mikey. It's done. The canal is now operational and will start pumping out water. Hopefully, this will help us get things back to normal.
Well done, JJ. We've done a great job. Now all we have to do is wait for the channel to fulfill its purpose. It'll really make a difference.
Yes, that's right. The water has to go away gradually. We've done everything we can to remedy the situation. Now we just need to keep an eye on how it goes.
I wonder how long it will take. Hopefully the channel will get it done quickly enough that there won't be more problems. We have to be prepared for the possible consequences.
The process could probably take some time, but if all goes according to plan, the water will start to recede. Hopefully, this will help rebuild the village.
While we waited, we could check other damaged areas and prepare for possible repairs. Water could have damaged different parts of the village.
Agreed. Checking other places might be helpful. We may need to help rebuild damaged buildings.
Yes, and you will also need to think about how to prevent similar situations in the future. Additional precautions may be needed.
Definitely. We must study how to prevent such situations and prepare a plan for the future.
Well, the water's completely gone. The sluice did indeed work as expected. Now that we can see the result, it's time to discuss what happened.
Yes, things are much better now. The airlock helped us a lot, and it pumped out all the liquid that was in the village. But all this time, while we were cleaning up, I kept thinking about how this whole disaster started. We need to find out what happened to the can.
I agree. The prime drink can that caused all this trouble is still around here somewhere. Let's go see what happened to it.
Yes, we need to understand exactly what happened to the can and why it caused such a disaster. It may have been damaged or leaking as the main source of the problem.
Okay, since it's all dried out now, we'll be able to get a better look at the rest of the can. Hopefully we can find some clues to figure out how to prevent this in the future.
Now the giant drink can lie so high up in the village, if it had been flowing lower down, it wouldn't have flooded anything. In fact, I don't quite understand how it got here.
It doesn't matter. What matters is that we averted disaster and saved our village.